when your tenant leaves the property midway through their tenancy. So what I'm referring to here is if you have a tenant who's in your property for 12 months and they up and leave at the 6 or 7 month period without providing you with any notice, what should happen then? Now this will be entirely up to you as a landlord on how far you are prepared to take it and how much you want to go and find out where the tenant lives, etc. So my advice when this happens, if the tenant has left and they've left of their own accord and they've simply sent you a note saying, the property, here are the keys, and you go in and there's no damage, then I would just get the property back on the market and get it relet and get somebody else in there. The reason for this is you can spend a lot of your time pursuing them through civil means, so i.e. you would have to take them to a civil court and pursue them for the loss of earnings to yourself in relation to your mortgage, and also because once you sign the tenancy agreement, they're legally bound by the contract terms to pay for that period of time. But if they do leave, and they do leave some kind of disarray behind them and they've caused damage, then by all means, first of all, you need to use a professional service that can trace the tenant, and then you can pursue them legally and put a court injunction against them and take them to court for loss of earnings or for damages to the property. And I'm not going to lie and say that this is a very short process. It isn't. The main thing that you need from a tenant when they leave your property is the fact that they're acknowledging that they have up and left. Because technically they haven't told you they are leaving. You're not supposed to enter the property without receiving a possession order from the court. So as I've just said, if they leave of their own accord, they've not caused any issues and they've just gone, then by all means as well, you will be entitled to keep the deposit. So if the deposit is a month's rent, then you can always claim that back from the deposit wherever you've protected it. Always claim that back from them to say that they haven't paid the rent and just move on. However, if they have created damages, you need to trace them and you need to pursue them via a civil means. And that's all for this week.